Well, before we had explored the planets at all, when we didn't really know very much about them, there was a widespread belief, maybe more of a hope, that Venus would be very Earth-like. After all, it's the closest planet to Earth. We already knew before the space age, just from telescopic observations, that it was basically the same size as Earth, that it was covered with clouds. So there was this sort of fantasy Venus that was a tropical paradise on the surface, perhaps even with a teeming biosphere. And that was quite common, not just in science fiction, but among scientists to believe that Venus was going to be quite Earth-like when we came to explore it. That was the expectation before we started to really learn what it was like on Venus. Well, when we finally sent the first spacecraft to Venus, in fact, the first spacecraft we sent to any other planet was Mariner 2, which was launched in 1961. And when it arrived at Venus, the very first result was confirming that the surface there is incredibly hot, far too hot for liquid water or for organic life. So those pre-space age hopes and dreams of an Earth-like Venus were completely dashed on the shores of harsh reality when we learned that it's basically hotter than a self-cleaning oven on the surface of Venus.